Good morning, Caberham's Garage here. Just wanted to. I've never done anything on my trike that I built. I built a trike back in 2015. I had my older brother, my hero, Elroy Henneberger. Him and I were building CBR 900 RRs, and we had a frame left over for one of our builds. And we were going to toss it and see what we can get, maybe barbecue with it. And I started thinking, man, that'd make a cool trike, you know, in typical brother fashion. He says, you ain't going to make shit with that. So it all started from there, and I started building this trike back in 2014. And, well, he had passed on. And, well, this trike is a remembrance of him. So I've made that patch when he had passed, and he enjoyed the rallies as much as my wife and I do, and we had all sorts of fun. So I built this trike, and well, I wanted to go over it and just kind of point out a few things. Then later we'll do some conversion videos on it. I'm actually changing the chain right now to a number 40 instead of a number 35. Number 35 is just too small of a chain. But this thing started out, like I said, as just junk. It was just garbage. So the frame was a CBR 900 RR frame, and I'll pop in a picture of that. But it started out just like that. We let's see, what did I do? The engine here is actually a 200cc Predator motor, but I'll get into how I chopped that up. But yeah, we'll go through here. So the front fender here is actually just a shelf. I took a shelf and cut it and bent it and formed it and made it into a bat wing, kind of like on a Street Glide. I just always loved that bat wing look. Alright, and then these bars right here, these crash bars, are actually off of a it was a Suzuki C50T that I got from my mom. I bought that and rode that for a while, and dropped it, did some cool things to it, but had these bars left over, so put them on here. The whole frame down here I actually built, so I used these bars here to secure it nice and steady in the front, and then the chassis, I built it down here, built a V, you know, for the foot pegs, and then use some diamond plate, some really thick diamond plate here to build kind of a swing arm here, so it can pivot to where I needed it. So did all that. The exhaust I built, custom made that. All the bends, my welds aren't the best, but yeah. As you can see, I also have got a Rockford Fosgate amplifier, because there is also speakers. There's also speakers down in there, underneath all that stuff. That flips up there. So this bench right here is for my wife. This is an old office chair. I cut up an old office chair and made that, and then made a headrest too out of the same pieces of the office chair. This here is just a seat you can get at Tractor Supply for like any lawnmower, you know. I did you know, just regular golf cart tires. I made a jack link here. This is what I'm working on right now. So this is a number 35 chain, and all the torque in there, I needed to weld it, so I'm grinding all that down. But I'm going to put a number 40 sprocket on there. It'll have less teeth, same size, but it'll do the same thing for the rear. And then this is all just for stabilization. Let's see, I built these pegs here. These are for my wife's feet. So my wife's feet go here, and she goes there, as you saw in one of the other videos, or one of the other photos. We're gonna see, maybe. But we'll move on to the back here. The back fender actually made out of a old 50-gallon drum. So I cut and made that. We got the tatas back here too. That's a 50-gallon drum. I put some brakes on there, brake lights, and then you know, at every rot rally, in case anybody knows what I'm saying, at every rot rally, there's always a lot of drinking. Of course, I don't drink myself anymore, but my wife still does, and a lot of my friends do. So you got to have a place to keep your drinks. This is a nice, deep ice chest. You can put like a lot of beers in there. So let's see what else here. I got the flagpole mounted for the flag, but it's also got set up for the 360 camera that screws onto here, so we get some cool 360 shots. So we get some cool 360 shots. And here it is. This is the trike. So my wife and I enjoy it. We've been riding it at the Rot Rally now for about 4 years. And we have a lot of fun with it. We'll be here, be out there again. This is 2020. Plan on taking it again this year. So that's why I'm doing some of the work to it now. Get the new sprockets in there. Get the ice chest mounted better. It was, you know, little things that go wrong, little improvements I find as I go each year. But it's really coming around. I'm really digging this thing. Let's see here. Yeah, but thanks for checking it out, and there'll be more videos, other stuff I build, and even modifications of this thing. But yeah, this is the old trike.